Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, and I am so happy to be with you today as we dive into an incredible topic. How do we manage life and business? And how do we hone in on our voice? So, today's topic of discussion will be your voice, your impact, the power of your voice. But, you know, when we think about our voice, sometimes we may have a little bit of questions. So before we even get started with this presentation today, I have 3 questions that I want you to think about throughout this presentation. And I also want you to dig a little deeper to figure out whether or not any or all of these questions do it describe you. And then if you find yourself falling into one of the questions, then by the end of this presentation, you will have the tips and the strategies in order to be successful in life and business and how you can use your voice in order to do that. So, what are those 3 questions? Do you ever feel that your life was meant to help others? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the enormity of your goals? And do you sometimes question your abilities? So, we're going to dive into this with 5 different tips on how you can, if you feel this way, how you can help yourself. But first, before you even get that far, you have to recognize the power of your voice. Many of us, as business owners, as thought leaders, as community leaders, or even podcasters or TV hosts, if you're an influencer, we sometimes have a difficulty recognizing our voice in the marketplace, but we can easily see everyone else's voice. So today it's about us, okay? So what can you do? First, you need to understand the uniqueness of your voice. There is no one that has a voice that sounds like yours, have a voice that is using for your mission. Even if someone is doing the exact same thing that you're doing, you still have something unique that you bring to the table. You have your wisdom, you have your experiences, you have your own perspective. And even when you think about the interaction of how you can influence all of this, it really inspires you to move in action. But the question still remains, can you really recognize your voice? I remember the very first time I really realized the power of my voice, because as you can hear, I have this heavy Southern twang. And to be honest with you, for years, I hated the sound of my own voice. I did not like to see myself on camera. I nitpick every word, everything that I said, because I felt that having a Southern twang took away from my uniquely you instead of adding. But now, however, I understand that it's the Southern twang, it's my Southern hospitality, it's my unique perspective and wisdom and experiences that make me unique in a already flourishing industry, which is media, right? So I remember the time when I really realized that my voice was powerful. I was actually speaking at an event that actually went viral. But no one knew that I actually had a life and death emergency for myself. I had literally fighting for my life a day prior. And my husband was like, "You're going to go and speak, and you just got out the hospital?" And it was something inside of me that said, "You have to go speak. You have to go speak at this event." And so I listened to that voice. And I like to say God's voice. I listened and I went in and I spoke. Mind you, I'm heavily medicated because I just got out the hospital and I could not think clearly. But I tell you what, God really helped me get through it. And I had no idea that a person that I did not know, who never saw me before, who never heard the sound of my voice or what I do, was on this or at this particular event. And I shared my story and shared my why and my passion and my desire to make a positive impact and share my life. And even showed the hospital bracelet, showing everyone that I have just been released from the hospital, but someone in this room needs to hear what I have to say. Little beknownst to me, there was a lady that was in the audience that was contemplating ending her life, but she decided to go ahead to this event. And she said, you came for me because hearing your words and you're sharing your story gave me the motivation that I needed in order to give life a second try. So the power of my voice, the power of sharing my story and pushing through even when it may be difficult, it enabled me to be able to help myself, but most importantly, it was able to allow me to be able to impact that particular young lady, even though it was hundreds of people in the room, but I was there for her. That is the power of your voice. That is the uniqueness of why you need to hone and master and use your voice in order to impact the world with good. So what else can we do with our voice? Many times we have difficulty because we feel overcome with self-doubt, maybe because of a lack of knowledge or feeling like we have imposter syndrome, or maybe it's because you just don't feel like you're good enough. You feel like you don't have everything that you need to have aligned in order to be that it person, all right? To be that leader in your niche market. And those self-doubting and self-sabotaging beliefs are common, especially when you are undertaking new challenges, new things in your business that you may have not been doing, and you recognizing this, but I want you to confront this head on with some steps. So how can you help yourself, right, with this self-doubt? One thing that you can do is that you can think about the moment when you doubted yourself or you doubted someone else and what you did to overcome it. What did you do to overcome when you helped someone else overcome their self-limiting doubts or their self-doubts on their self? Okay, because we're really good as entrepreneurs and influencers helping other people reach their solution, helping other people hit their goal. But what about us? So I want you to use that same strategies that you use to help someone else. Now I want you to use it for yourself. I want you to have an affirm. I want you to be affirmed with your past experiences. And I don't want you to allow your past experiences to hinder you. I want them to excel you. And I want you to think about any of your past successes to say, okay, I've been here before. I know this is challenging. This may be a little push, a little struggle, a little uncomfortable, but I have proven track record of success. Okay. And I know I am successful. I can do this. Okay. Changing that mindset. And also you need to seek feedback from others, maybe business partners, maybe ones who you can trust, to ask them their honest opinion about whatever it is that you're doing so that you can eliminate or overcome that self-doubt. And then you need to make sure that you continuously learn. Fill your mind, fill your brain, fill your environment, your circle of people with individuals that will help build you up. And when you are down, they will build you up. Okay, so that will help you with those self-limiting, self-doubting, self-sabotaging beliefs about yourself and about your voice. So what else can we actually do? Because when you think about all of these different things, we get to this point right here. Now, this is a little tricky one, because how can you make your life and your business successful? And when we think about success, it can be measured in different ways, and it's very multifaceted. Many people, they may feel that they measure their success only with financial gain. But then some people, like myself, financial gain is one of the last things on my list of success. My list of success start with, first, my relationship with God and how strong I am with him, and am I approved by him? by doing the things that's outlined for me to do. Number two, being a strong family oriented person, making sure, how does my family, my mother, my father, my husband, my children, making sure we have that strong family bond. Then within the community, what have I done to contribute to the community in a positive, productive way, using my God-given gifts in order to be a solution to someone else's problem? Or how can I make myself of service, right? So when I think about things like that, how was I able to use my gifts? How was I able to, and this right here, learning to say no and setting healthy boundaries, learning to find my happy place and my joy. Inward peace is priceless. And also learning how to maneuver and build up my health and wellness, because health is your true wealth. Those are some things that I measure as successful. And along with, I have this list of to do, and I check off those to-do lists. It makes me feel pretty good. So what do you and how do you measure your success? Because it's different things for different people. But you also need to make sure that when you're measuring your success, it aligns with your goals and your personal values and whatever it is that moves you, that you're passionate about. I remember meeting many successful people from just starting out to 6 to 7 to 8 figures. And most of them, their core value system is very, very crucial, like myself, in order to keep that longevity, the happiness, the joy, and also making sure that whatever we do, we are making a positive impact and we are providing a viable solution to what someone else need and what they want, and create a wonderful experience around providing that type of service. And so what is it that you do? What is it that makes you feel fulfilled? That is how you truly make your life, your business successful. And then you use your voice in order to create and help and do and be of service to the ones around you. No matter if you are a business for profit or you are a nonprofit. But that brings us to this topic. What are some additional tips of success? Well, you can explore different things about what success looks like for you. You can create you a roadmap. You can write down some short-term and long-term goals. You can actually explore and identify your unique strengths and even use them to your advantage. You can take a strength assessment test to be able to get something written down in writing. And of course, you can get feedback from your peers. But one good thing that you can do is that you can build your personal network. Yes, you can build your personal network. How can you do that? You can do that through being on social media. You can do that from being in your community, going to your church, being a part of sorority, building your own network of people around whatever it is that your business that you do. Like for myself, I am the CEO of a podcasting and media distribution network. So we created our own community around podcasters, streamers, right? Content creators and entrepreneurs. Why? It's because entrepreneurs want to have more visibility on podcast shows, and podcasters, they want and need to have more visibility to attract quality entrepreneurs to their show and sponsors so that they can diversify their portfolio through strategies of monetization and make a lasting impact. So it's a win-win situation. So we help podcaster content creators with my company and entrepreneurs, because both equally want monetization of whatever it is that they're doing and visibility. And so we merge those two worlds. So what is it that you do that you can merge, that you can use your voice, that you can use your skills, you can use your wisdom, your experience in order to make the world a better place? And so you surround yourself with a supportive system. We have podcasters, we have entrepreneurs, right? And that is a support system because entrepreneurs know how I feel, know how our podcasters feel, and we have podcasters that understand the plight, right? And so when you're having those low moments, when you're having that self-doubt, when you are questioning your voice, you are surrounded and immersed around the right group of people to lift you up. So it's very important that you join these professional groups. It's very important that you join any networks that you can in order to help you be successful. So what about embracing continuous learning? There is no one, I'm no one that knows everything. And so what is it that you can do so that you can learn? You can get yourself some courses, a mentor, you can read books, you can listen to audios, all that helps build your curiosity and keep you on your toes to be on the top in regards to your niche audience. So what else can we do? Yes, number 5, we need to embrace sharing of our voice. How can we do that? We can do that by helping individuals and business owners embrace and share their voice. How do we do that? The question is, how do we do that? Well, I do that by offering opportunities for ones to join our podcasting and media network, either as an entrepreneur to avail themselves to our services or to be able to help a content creator podcast to scale and grow. But you may be a coach. So how can you help your clients that you coach in order to build, excel, and grow? You can create you an incubator situation where everyone is getting this motivation and this coaching in order to help them build and grow through the experiences that you have, right? And so you can focus on how you can hone in your voice, and you can actually use your clients as testers to test your new products, test your new services, or new speeches, or whatever. It is a lasting community where you're helping them and it's reciprocated with them helping you. So how should you use your voice right now? I want to share with you a little opportunity. For those of you who may not know, we have CTR Media Network, like I said, which is a podcast and media distribution company. We reach 350 million households through the power of podcasting, and we leverage social media in order to do it. So how can you benefit from this impactful, positive, unique movement? By joining, either as an entrepreneur to benefit from the services, or as a podcast or content creator to be able to benefit from our enormous reach of reaching 350 million households. Now, let me explain to you what this is. Okay, when you look at this, this is just some of the reach that we have. We have online TV, Roku TV, podcasting, radio, social media, websites, and magazines. And as you can see, we reach men and women of all age groups. And as you can see, our magazines in different places where you can be seen. So what is it that your business, your nonprofit, your passion project, who do you want it to touch? How do you want to reach them? You can use the power of podcasting and media to be able to do that more cost effectively, and also it creates a lasting digital imprint. And one of our ways that we are doing this and extending to you guys today, because I want to give you an opportunity. We're allowing individuals to be able to stream on our YouTube channel, which is one of our strongest platforms, because we have over 100,000 people there and we get 32,000 views a month. We have 4.5 million people that return to our YouTube channel every single day. And that is just from the last 28 days. It goes up. All right. And so we allow ones who are part of our membership program to be able to stream on all of our social media platforms that we have. And if they want to explore becoming a podcaster, starting their own show, or just being a streamer, meaning streaming on our platforms, we allow them to do so very cost effectively, because they can market for themselves and they can also open up streams of income to allow their show or their streaming opportunity to assist in getting other people message out. Yes, and so today I want to give you the opportunity to join us for only $100 per month. Yes, that's all I said, $100 per month. But you're probably saying, okay, listen here, you just going to give us this opportunity, but you don't have anything for free? Well, yes, I do, because even if you don't decide to come to Think TR as a member, I still want to give you some information that you can use on your own and be able to start your own podcast if you have the desire to do it. Or you can start streaming and doing what you want to do, honey. Listen, this is the gift that keep on giving. We have the Power of Podcasting book. This book right here that I wrote is a 4-time award-winning book. And what we're doing, you can scan this code. We are giving away chapter 1 of this best-selling book to you for absolutely free. And so many people want to start a podcast, want to know how to start, grow, build, and all this. But the key factor is what you need to know before you start a podcast, before you start a streaming show, because you can use this information for streaming and or podcasting. So you can go ahead and scan this and get your free code. Lastly, I want you to remember this. I want you to always remember this. Your voice is powerful and it has the potential to make a significant impact. I want you to overcome your self-doubt and align your life and business with your values, because when you do this, it can lead to success. I want you to implement the 5 tips that we discussed today to achieve your goals and to make a difference in this world. And I want you to remember that the world needs your unique voice and perspective. I want you to embrace it. I want you to shine, and I want you to understand how powerful your voice is, because your voice, your impact, and we need the power of your voice. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, and I hope that you enjoyed this presentation today. And if you would like to connect with me any further, which I know that you do, because I want to help you get your voice out to others, well, then you can contact us. Yes, you can look at this information, or you can either scan the QR code and come directly or go directly to our website. You can call us Monday through Friday and be able to get through to one of our customer service representatives and let us know how we can help you share your voice and reach our unique audience of 350 million households worldwide. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a little bit of myself with you. And I look forward to getting to know you even more when you lock hands with us and you be bold enough, courageous enough, and to share your unique voice. Because believe me, there's power in not only my voice, but most importantly, it's power in your voice. I can't wait to work with you. I'll talk to you later.